going on, everybody? What's going on? How y'all doing? Y'all come on in here. Come on and come with me. Come on and hit the like button. Hit the like button for me, please, as you come in. Make sure you guys go back and hype these videos up. Hype them, hype them, hype them. Whatever it takes to keep these things up in that algo. It's pissing off the candy asses, and I love it. Oh, man. To the candy asses, you enter my chat at your own peril. What I find comical is that they actually think they get to tell me what to do. No. I care nothing how the candy asses feel. In case you're new here, I don't care about cult leaders, and members sitting here trying to tell somebody what to do when they don't pay their bills. And they're still saying I'm getting $7,000. When are they going to give me the money? When am I getting this money? Keep speaking that into my existence. I would love to get $7,000. That does not hurt my feelings. Give me the $7,000. Oh, man. The comments they leave is comical. And no, I don't respond to them because it's, they're trolls and bots. Who cares? And cult members. What's going on, y'all? Y'all doing okay? Happy Wednesday, hump day. Hope all is well for all of you. I am straining my voice right now, so you guys have to forgive me. I've been laughing like hell for the last 2-3 good days. Oh, boy. We had a fantastic live stream. Ended later than I anticipated, but it was fun. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. So shout out to all of you all who have supported me here in the LLC, to all my mods and the members, supporters, even the candy asses that are watching in the bushes, still getting mad about things you can't control. Hit the like button and thank you so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much. Let's go through the comments right quick before we get started. I have a nice little lineup, and I have not checked any email today at all. You guys know I work during the week, so sometimes it just takes time to read and go through the emails and all of that before I go live. So I will do that after the live stream. I'm going to do a second one this evening on Uma. But once I'm done, then I'll go through my emails. If you guys, thank you so much. Let me have that opportunity tonight to just go through and read and be able to respond to as many as I can. And we'll get started, y'all. Get some comments in. I appreciate it. Juju, what's going on? Shout out to my moms. I have the best moms on YouTube. Yes, I do. Juju says, I will be driving, but I will be listening. All right, now be careful, honey. Mama Sage, what's going on? Chi, how you doing? What's up? How you doing in LLC? Honey, I'm tired. How you doing? What's going on? Mindy Rosetta, thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to all of you all as well that have sent the cash apps. I don't like having to say people's real names. So if you send a cash app, just let me know your channel name and I can give you the proper kudos you deserve. In the words of Candace, kudos, because of reasons. Oh, Candace, you're so dumb. Oh, my goodness. All right, Laura. She said, here I am. Laura. Shout out to my mods. Laura is my admin here in StreamYard. Girl, you can always click the link I sent you. If you need me to resend it, I can. Anytime you hop backstage and let me know something, you have the ability to do so. And I thank you so much for holding it down along with the rest of you all. I have the best mods on YouTube, y'all. People wonder why I brag on my mods. It's because they do this for free. This is volunteer. And if I can't show, a heavy support for my mods, then, what's the point? And people want to see that. They feel encouraged and they want to know you appreciate them and what they do. And I certainly appreciate my mods, all of them. I have a few that are actual content creators and I still appreciate them. So that's why I dote on the mods, because they hold it down in the chat. And I have mods that are with me in all my live streams, and it's just invaluable. Their support is just invaluable. There's no dollar amount you can put on it. So I am forever grateful, and I will continue to brag on them and hold them down and have their back as well. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Laura is a member for 12 months, 1 year member, and 1 year mod. She's been my mod for a year. Oh, thank you so much for the support, honey. Y'all, we got to get into this. I caught a little bit of shout out to Jay Witt, my brother in Christ. Big Bro Deacon did a reaction to a video not too long ago on. So that was another assassination attempt on Trump, right? At the White House. Oh man, it's so much happening at one time. Candace's attorneys are withdrawn. Make sure I pull that case up. But yeah, they're like kick rocks, girl. We don't have time for this. Let me check the court docket and see if her motion to withdraw has been filed, because the motion still has to be filed. And I mean, that's pretty much the basis as to why she's getting an extension because of that. You know, Candace can't keep a damn attorney because she's a moron. Oh, Candace, what's a kerfluffle? Oh, man. So Erica Kirk did a video, and we're going to check that out. Let's see here. I don't see the motion. I just see notice. Yeah, I still don't see it. Doggone it. Okay, so we're waiting on that to be filed. But so far, the notices, and there's a re-notice, event continued, rescheduled. Okay. So I don't know if all of her attorneys are withdrawn or just the one that we do know of. There was a notice filed. Let me share my screen right quick. And this is what I said, earlier up this week. Okay, let me put this up. So I don't know if all of her attorneys are withdrawing, because as you all can see here, Chad Chandler filed that notice of withdrawal of counsel on behalf of defendants, but we don't see the document itself, so it doesn't specify if it's just the lead counsel or the entire defense team. And then you have another event that was docketed April 25th from Catherine Mowry, which is another defense attorney for Candace, where she notices it's like a re-notice motion to dismiss and strike the first amended complaint to be heard on June 22nd at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. And then you see event continued, rescheduled. So since Catherine Mowry is one of her other attorneys, I don't know if she is also withdrawing. And you would think, even 2 months from now, it's still, and I don't want to give Candace any ideas, but it's still based on the length and the volume of the complaint, as well as the amended complaint and the additional statement of claims that was listed in the amended complaint. It would be hard for an entirely new defense team to come in and to try to argue the point from a prior defense team, if that makes sense. Not saying that they couldn't do it, but they would only have 60 days to get familiar with what other attorneys filed on the motion to dismiss and strike. So the question would come down, would a new attorney want to still make the same legal argument? If that's not very plausible, within 60 days to create a whole new legal argument, because you can't just file another motion to dismiss, right? You can't do that. So you're either stuck with trying to combine what they put out there and add something to it, or risk having to kind of reset this because the new defense attorneys don't want to make the legal argument from the prior defense attorneys. They may look at it and say, oh, okay, this is a viable legal argument, we'll go with this. but they might look at it and see issues with it and say, well, we want to try to go this angle, this route. You know, the initial complaint is over 200 pages, over 150 pages minimum. You got to now familiarize yourself with the case to be able to make a viable argument that another attorney wrote. Question is, would they be able to do that? So, and maybe Nicholas Brooks can explain this better, because y'all know I'm not an attorney. But it would be understandable if a couple of her attorneys stayed on for the June 22nd hearing just to present the motion and provide legal arguments, because they know what they're trying to do and how they're trying to present this defense to the court. Does that make sense? So I can't, if I was an attorney, I can't go in if Nate the lawyer and Nicholas Brooks came in, filed a motion on a complaint that's well over 150 pages. They've stalled, asked for extensions all this time. It's been almost a year. And then one withdraw. And now you're worried about, okay, how well is this legal argument going to hold up? If a new attorney has to come in, get familiar with everything, and to try to make the same argument from the previous attorney. So naturally, you want the ones that created that defense to be the ones to come to court to make that legal argument. And that might be what's happening, because otherwise Catherine Mowry would not have to file any, additional information about a notice or any of that if she plans on withdrawing from the case. Does that make sense? So I would not be surprised if one or two stayed on board, got through June 22nd hearing, and then maybe they decide to leave as well. Who knows? But I do believe the motion to withdraw is probably going to be heard June 22nd. And then from there, we'll really see who all is requesting to withdraw from the case. Is it just one attorney, or is it all of them? And so far, we have 3 listed, and the other attorney that was announced to have withdrawn, if he goes, you still got 3 left, essentially, or at least 2. But we'll see what happens. And we'll go from there, and we'll stay tuned on this. Candace, I told you I will report on this lawsuit. Keep my foot on your neck, girl. I told you that. So we want to get to, let's see here. This video Erica Kirk did. And, oh, man. And it's crazy because, do I want to watch E.T. Town? I don't want to watch something where I know the video might get hit with copyright or anything. Oh, God. Let me go to TPUSA's channel. Maybe they have the whole thing there. Maybe not. Doesn't she have a channel? Hold on. Okay. I don't know who is Diario. We'll just go with that. Okay, so we're gonna check this out first before we get into Nicholas Brooks did a video as well on the counsel's withdrawing from Candace's case. And then there were a couple others that I wanted to check out here, but we're going to start with this because I wanted to see the whole thing. I only saw parts of it from Jay Witt video, but I want to see the whole thing. All right, so this will be what we kick this off with. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. I need some noise in the background. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. I haven't even checked into what exactly occurred at the White House. Was this the White House Correspondents' Dinner? Yeah, I haven't even looked at that whole video. Oh, man. There's been something else, y'all. Okay, don't stop. What's going on? Has George been arrested again? Child, who knows? Child, who knows? I wondered if that was a recent arrest. George got arrested again? What? Oh, honey, I love you too. Did George get arrested again? Y'all know he's DUI prone. He might need to go check his ass in somewhere. Did I miss the mugshot? What the hell? Tatum saying Eric dating the guy on Fox News Morning Channel. I think his last name is Jones. Hey, John. You haven't missed much, honey. What the heck? All right, y'all let me know. Did George Farmer you talking about George Farmer, right? Did he get arrested? Oh, George, if you got arrested, you know that's public information. All right, y'all, hit the floor where you can see it here. Let's go.
It seems to me that nothing will ever be enough for the evil in this world. Our country has become unrecognizable. These people have perverted the truth to the point that they motivated the murder of my husband. They have continuously tried to assassinate the president, and anyone who stands in their way is labeled hateful, racist, fascist, and every other trigger word that is grossly dishonest. We want the best for our country. They don't. This is why Charlie started Turning Point USA in the first place. He didn't trust the radicalized liberal teachers. And this past Saturday, it was a school teacher, of all people, a school teacher that attempted to change our history for the worst with bullets. And everyone is asking why I even went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And it was because many of the journalists in that room have attempted to dehumanize me. And I wanted to meet some of them face to face, quite frankly. Why have a conversation about me when you can have a conversation with me?
What?
So, for example, a journalist from the Daily Mail came up to me. She introduced herself and she was very gracious. She was saying, "You look so beautiful. I'm so sorry for your loss." To which I replied, "It is so nice to put a name to the face, especially with all of the slander, the lies, accusations that are out there surrounding my husband's murder and myself." And I said to her, "You know what's so interesting? This is my first time at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And I find it so fascinating, the dynamic that is going on right now, because everyone is all dressed up and you guys are co-mingling in and out of each other's cocktail parties. And so for one night, you are able to put aside all of your differences for the sake of freedom of speech. And then by Monday morning, things will go back to being an absolute bloodbath between all of you." To which she replied, literally, she said, "I know. Isn't it special, right?
What?
Isn't tonight so special?"
Wait a minute. Who said this to her? Maybe I missed. Okay, hold on. I must have missed something. Did this conversation occur before the incident or after? Because if it occurred before the incident, was this person trying to give her a heads up? This is crazy.
And I said to her, "You know what's so interesting? This is my first time at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And I find it so fascinating, the dynamic that is going on right now, because everyone is all dressed up and you guys are co-mingling in and out of each other's cocktail parties. And so for one night, you are able to put aside all of your differences for the sake of freedom of speech. And then by Monday morning, things will go back to being an absolute bloodbath between all of you." To which she replied, literally, she said, "I know. Isn't it special, right? Isn't tonight so special?"
What?
And following that conversation, it was time to take our seats and we went into the big ballroom where the dinner was. And one of the first things I noticed when I walked into that room was quite literally the proximity of the opposing outlets to one another. So you have one table here that's Politico and another table here that's Fox and another table here that's WAPO, and you're all crammed together, elbow to elbow. And to make the night even more of a spectacle, every single 10-person table had 10 bottles of wine. And the president of the White House Correspondents Association, she did a great job of trying to make the evening have that feeling of Americana. You know, we were in a room celebrating freedom of speech despite our differences. And the U.S. Marine Band performed the national anthem so beautifully. And then shortly thereafter, gunshots rang out and total chaos ensued. And you guys have all seen what happened.
So this conversation occurred before the incident. I wonder, who was this person that walked up to her and said this? Because that sounds like something Candace would do. Or say, "Is it tonight so special?" It's going to be like a 9/11 style attack. Y'all remember that? I'm not saying this is it. I'm just saying she's the only one sitting out here throwing out these so-called predictions and stuff, but then get mad when people say, well, you're the only one that brought that evil nonsense up. You must be spearheading it. Now, everything that happens, if Erica Kirk is even nearby, it makes me wonder, did Candace Owens put this so-called teacher up to doing some nonsense like this just to have something to talk about? Because this got Candace Owens written all over it. Ironic how she flew to Italy. Candace, why weren't you invited to the White House Correspondents' Dinner? Is it because they didn't want your bum ass there, or because you're not a true journalist? Which one is it? Or maybe it's both. They didn't want her there, and she's not a journalist. She's a gossip blogger. The irony of somebody walking up and saying this before the event occurs. The irony of that.
About our differences. And the U.S. Marine Band performed the national anthem so beautifully. And then shortly thereafter, gunshots rang out and total chaos ensued. And you guys have all seen what happened next because there are 1,000 videos of it. So let's discuss that fact for a second. Wow. If you were in that room, you had no way of knowing what the status of the shooter was, how many there were, or honestly, really anything. It was just utter chaos. And so during an active shooting, these journalists are using their phones to find moments to capture for clips. They were so concerned about getting a video in a room with an active shooter that they could have accidentally and quite literally filmed themselves being shot.
Wow.
Many of those people have become so desensitized that fight or flight became secondary to the opportunity of putting themselves into the story, which ironically breaks the number one rule of journalism. And again, ironically enough, the shooter was a teacher. You have these people who are supposed to be teaching our children the future of this country, and he's so unhinged that he is able to teach children by day and then attempt to murder the president of the United States by night. And in his manifesto, he starts by contextualizing himself by saying, I am a citizen of the United States of America. And while we may have big problems with illegal immigration in this country, I have to tell you, we have an even bigger problem when it comes to the systemic indoctrination and radicalization of our own citizens. This is what got my husband killed.
Why y'all think I talk about cult of personality all the time? Because it's so easy to get sucked up into a cult online. Especially when you're dealing with a pathological liar that lies incessantly about everything, including their own background and history, education, saying that her parents kicked her out the house at 14 and she had to live with a boyfriend for 6 months. Like, you get people like that repeat dumb lies over and over and over and over and over again, to the point where you have these weak-minded cult members that fall for the hook, line, and sinker. And as opposed to them just challenging her to provide evidence that she received 2 degrees, they just ignore that dumb lie that was unnecessary and then try to pivot on a lie they create in their mind that they believe Erica Kirk told, but they can't prove how she lied. That's the epitome of this radicalization of American citizens, especially when Candace herself called for the imprisonment and jailing of a U.S. citizen with no criminal charge having been filed against her. Candace started an entire show talking about Erica Kirk should be locked up. But Candace's dumbass can't tell us who she think pulled the trigger on the gun. Offers no viable alternative to a shooter. Just wants to say, I don't believe he's the lone shooter. So how many other shooters and who are they? Because they are a bad guy, right? Don't you want them off the street? She goes in circles for no damn reason. And people believe it. They never hold her to the fire. They never hold her accountable. They never demand evidence on 2 degrees she claims she earned. They won't demand something simple as a degree from any school on earth for journalism and English. You think they're going to challenge their cult leader on something more complex, such as flight data information? Even when she says that I'm going to post this stuff on my website, do you think they're going into her comment sections and videos saying, when are you going to post this evidence? If they were to put the pressure on her to at least present evidence, she wouldn't do half of the dumb stuff she does, because she knows it's not going to fly. And the punishment should be, no one's watching your dumb crap until you start doing that. But the cult members aren't going to stop watching, because for them, it's red meat being thrown at the base, being radicalized every time they watch her and take everything she says seriously with no evidence. Never mind her lying about having 2 degrees. Now let's focus on whatever Candace said Erica Kirk lied about in her world, while she stalks Erica Kirk with sources and informants and direct contacts living in this girl's building. People radicalized to the point where Jewish conservatives received death threats on behalf of Candace Owens. Even one came into my chat threatening to unalive someone for an idiot that does not pay your bills is the epitome of a hive mentality in a cult. And do you think Candace tries to calm down on her cult base and to tell her cult members to go read a book and kick rocks? No. You ever think she's going to say, please don't send death threats in my name? You do that, I'm going to help your ass get arrested and locked up. They would change courses if she were to say that. But yet, she has no evidence to give to local authorities to prove that Erica Kirk broke the law. Go figure. This radicalization is causing people to have to uproot their lives, move into different homes and different neighborhoods, because Candace is doxing people when she puts up a photo of them. And all of these impersonating investigators that should be charged with a federal crime somehow believe that they're doing something good when they aid in cyber criminal activity. Doxing is illegal. Harassment, stalking is illegal. And yet she has no quarrels with it. Erica Kirk isn't lying here. People are being radicalized. And for every cult member that believes that Candace Owens is God to them, it is more proof that our own American citizens are being radicalized by somebody who said that she would rather be Russian than to be American. Why the hell are we holding on to someone that is so fast and quick to betray her own country by even saying, I would rather be Russian than American? Then take your bum ass on and go to Russia. No one's stopping you. You go out to Italy, don't come back. Keep your bum ass over there. We could care less if Candace comes back. Why should we care? We don't give a damn. I wish she would take her coat with her. Go ahead and leave the country, go buy an island, take your coat with you. Go ahead and just go full-blown Jim Jones and don't come back. That's it. Leave the rest of us out your nonsense. But people feel like they owe her that. They feel like they owe her this loyalty and fealty. I don't owe her shit. So what Erica Kirk is saying is true. Just look at Candace Owens and the candy-ass cult members. radicalized, sending out death threats because Jewish donors and Jewish conservatives are people that Candace Owens hates. The end. For no other reason. That's what we are in life now. It's crazy.
This is what has led to 3 legitimate attempts on President Trump's life. And I can speak firsthand to that unbearable toll that this must take on our First Lady. There has never been a president who has faced this many assassination attempts in Americans' entire history. And after each one, the reaction from the far left has been, at best, a shrug, and in some cases, a sick disappointment that the shooter was unsuccessful. We are all human beings. And if you can just pause and just take a minute and ask yourself, how would you feel if even just one person made cruel jokes about the attempted murder of your loved one? That is what Jimmy Kimmel did to the First Lady. He said that she had the glow of an expected widow. The glow of an expected widow. Just 48 hours before that nightmare almost became a reality. And this culture we're living in absorbs disagreement as a form of personal betrayal. It turns having an opposing viewpoint into a moral crime worthy of punishment. And here's what I've realized through all of this, truly, having lived through quite literal hell these past 7 months, if you strip someone of their humanity long enough, you will arrive at the chilling conclusion that they don't deserve to exist at all. Every morning.
Candace said that about Ben Shapiro, did she not? It's man. Didn't she say that? When did Erica Kirk ever say Candace Owens does not deserve to exist? Erica Kirk has never said half of the dumb, evil shit that Candace Owens has said. This girl has said that people don't deserve to be on Earth, and if they do exist, they should be quiet, like they owe her something. Take your dumb, brainless, black female version of Jim Jones wannabe cult member ass out of our country and go anywhere else on Earth and take your dumb cult members with you. You think Candace would just invest a little bit more money into upgrading her bots that are still misspelling her first name? But she's not that smart either, so whatever. Her cult is a reflection of her. They're all stuck on stupid and refuse to read a book. Candace, what's the kerfluffle again? God.
Morning, I wake up to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO. And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. And the list goes on.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, man. She said it out loud. Oh, and was very clear and direct on that. And Candace Owens. Oh, Candace. There it is. And Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. Oh, that's such a snip. Oh, I'm snipping this. Candace. You don't have a leg to stand on when your coat can't spell your first name, you moron. And Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. Funny how she can say this out loud, but all the people that claim to be her friend, like Megyn Kelly's dumbass and Brandon Tatum and all these other people that claim they still love TPUSA, they love Erica Kirk. They can't even say this and say that it's wrong when you have no evidence. And if she had the evidence, why not take it to the authorities? Why sit here and sit on evidence if you believe that she broke the law? Why not report her to the authorities? What's the crime again? Because why not tell the FBI, the police, the prosecutor, anybody? You have concrete evidence that somebody did something that resulted in someone being unalive, and you're not going to turn that over to the authorities again? Why is that, Candace? So your punk ass can't go to a police station to turn in evidence to prove anything that you said about Erica Kirk, where you believe she deserves to be in jail because you're an idiot. But you can just keep talking about it on social media. So the court of law, where that matter should be heard, for some reason in Candace's world, in her alternate reality, has less significance than the court of public opinion, because she would rather just brainwash people into believing this bullshit as opposed to actually proving it with evidence with the court of law. Because Candace makes up words like kerfluffle and, has a hard time saying BERET. This is what we are. She doesn't even want to go to court on a civil matter, but she can't seem to show evidence to the authorities of someone that she's made a personal target of hers. If you have evidence, send it to the authorities. What the hell are you telling social media for? We can't go out here and make arrests. Can't do that. There's a reason why you have commissioned police officers and attorneys and judges in our judicial branch of government. But yet, here Erica sits as a free woman. So all that nonsense and buffoonery Candace keeps making up because she just can't stand Erica Kirk still has not resorted in her being arrested. Funny how that works.
And the list goes on.
I gotta hear that again.
Having lived through quite literal hell these past 7 months, if you strip someone of their humanity long enough, you will arrive at the chilling conclusion that they don't deserve to exist at all. Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO. And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. And the list goes on and on and on.
Ugh, girl, talk your talk.
There is a serious epidemic of dehumanization plaguing this country.
Thank you.
It's
like, humanity is losing a soul. And the worst part is people like myself and Jay Witt and all of these fantastic content creators, from Russell and KD to Paramount Tactical to Edie Marie, Tamira Neely, Nick Brooks, Graham Allen, Storybox over there with Jake. There's so many people out here keeping Tinashe Peters, keeping their foot on Candace's neck. Mira K, because that's exactly what she deserves. You even have people like a Dan Bongino that work for the federal government coming out, just laying it out, going in on Candace. Because if you truly care about someone else's safety in their life, this woman is catching death and kidnapping threats of her and her children. There are people who are so sick, demented, evil, soulless, and twisted in their minds that they want to kidnap and unalive Erica Kirk and her 2 children. She can't even just postpone an event and let someone get mad. Now, since this has happened at the White House Correspondent Dinner, y'all tell me in the chat, because this is my opinion, but I feel like somebody out there may have had some plan in place to try to do something to Erica Kirk sitting next to the vice president of the United States. Because look what happened. What, a week or so later? She was supposed to do an event with the vice president last week. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I said in my video, it's as if the candy asses and Candace are pissed off that she didn't go. Almost as if they planned to do something to her. Because we all know Candace Owens wants Erica Kirk unalived. We all know that she wants to physically get rid of this woman. She wants her to be hurt and harmed and taken out. One of the few that said, I believe Candace Owens, in my opinion, planned on having someone do something to Erica Kirk at that event next to the vice president. You have people that are bold enough to take an assassination attempt on the president himself. Do you think that anyone out here would be afraid to do something to Erica Kirk while she sits next to the vice president? If you have people bold enough to try to take the life of the president himself, if they're not afraid of the president, they're certainly not afraid of the vice president. And if Erica Kirk is the target, they don't care who's sitting next to her. That's collateral damage for them. And I said, hit the 4 if you remember me saying, it seems as if, and this was primarily on X, the candy asses and Candace are more mad that she didn't show up. What are they so pissed off about? This girl has the right to cancel if she wants to. She doesn't have to show up for something. They expected her to show up as if they planned to do something to her, and they're mad because she didn't show up and it foiled their plans. I said this last week, hit the 4. And now, ironically, a week later, the White House Correspondents' Dinner occurs. Erica Kirk is there for the first time. She's already said that in this video. This is her first White House Correspondents' Dinner. And then you get this attempt by a teacher. Who was the real target here? Was it the president or was it Erica Kirk? Because now it's seeming more plausible that something may have been in the works and planned last week while she's with the VP. And since the only way they can catch her is if she's out, which means if she's out and she's out in public around presidents and VPs and all of that, they figure in their minds the best way to do it, so it doesn't look like a direct hit. So they wait till she go out in public around a bunch of other people. So if anything happens to anyone else, it can't be seen as we're trying to directly hit Erica Kirk. Because that's the storyline now. That's the headline. The headline is an assassination attempt on Trump. What if Erica Kirk was the target? All these same clowns and goons of Candace Owens that were running around mad, pissed off that she canceled an event as if they owed her that. And then the event was free, by the way. No money lost, no love lost, no nothing. The VP even said, look, stay at home. We get it. And they all pissed off because she didn't go. How dare she not show up? The hell you mean? I thought you hated her guts. For someone you loathe and hate, you sure do try to keep up with them in every little thing they do. Candace Owens literally stalks this woman and said it in the video that she's got sources and direct contacts that live in her building. That's stalking. She's spearheading a stalking campaign. We got our eyes and ears everywhere on you. Oh, okay. I want you to say that again in the mic. Next time you'll be under oath. You're not going to change my mind on that. Candace Owens wants Erica Kirk dead. And I would not be shocked to find out Candace Owens is sitting here planning this stuff. I wouldn't be shocked at all. Candace, how much you pay Tyler Robinson now this teacher to do this? Oh no, Erica Kirk stayed at home. She didn't go to the event with the VP. Oh no. They act as if they control this woman. If you don't like her, leave her alone. But they choose to allow her to live rent-free in their head 24/7. Candace Owens in particular, she's obsessed with Erica Kirk. Erica Kirk lives rent-free in her head 24/7. Why? Can't make this shit up.
Unthinkable tragedies have now become commonplace in our daily headlines, and yet the media finds a way to conveniently explain away violence. This is what we're up against. This is what we're up against. What is happening right now is something none of us can afford to ignore. The evil forces working to divide us, to distract us, and to pull us apart has never been stronger. This is a moment for Americans to come together and decide what kind of country we are going to be before we lose our country altogether. In Romans chapter 12, verse 21, it says, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." And this is why my husband created Turning Point USA, so we could have civil discourse.
You think the candy asses care about the Bible or scripture? No, they're demons. They don't care about this. They talk about Christ as king, but they ignore the entirety of the Bible, lying about scriptures that do exist when it comes to widows. You actually have demons on earth, roaming the earth, saying that scriptures do not exist in the Bible about widows because they refuse to touch a Bible, let alone read it. You know, I'm prone to believe that if Candace Owens was to touch a holy Bible, she might start melting. I'm melting. That girl gets near a Bible, she's going to start smoking. It's her kryptonite. The word of God is her kryptonite. Because, you know, that's what happens with demons. But they walk around talking about Christ as king like a slogan. Blasphemy. And they refuse to read the Bible. Man, this is something else. I gotta hear that part again when she calls Candace out. Ugh, God. Girl.
Long enough, you will arrive at the chilling conclusion that they don't deserve to exist at all. Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO. And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. And the list goes on and on and on.
Oh, I love it.
There is a serious epidemic of dehumanization plaguing this country. The most unthinkable tragedies have now become commonplace in our daily headlines, and yet the media finds a way to conveniently explain away violence. This is what we're up against. This is what we're up against. What is happening right now is something none of us can afford to ignore. The evil forces working to divide us, to distract us, and to pull us apart has never been stronger. This is a moment for Americans to come together and decide what kind of country we are going to be before we lose our country altogether. In Romans chapter 12, verse 21, it says, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." And
Amen.
This is why my husband created Turning Point USA, so we could have civil discourse and debate and open dialogue, because when we stop talking to each other, bad things happen. I am choosing to fight for America, for my children, for your children, and for our humanity, because we all need to do our part. And by the grace of God, we will succeed, and America will remain what she was always called to be, a shining city on a hill, a light to the world. So let me give you a perfect example of how it's done. My husband did it best and left us the blueprint on how to have uncomfortable conversations with those who disagree. Buckle up, everybody. Here we go.
Oh, that was awesome. Oh, I love the end. Oh, that's so good.
Full conversations with those who disagree. Buckle up, everybody. Here we go.
Oh, Candace, you can't beat that one. Candace would be more mad. Hot dare she sits down and does a videotape with her husband that she had kids with? How dare she? That was supposed to be my husband. Oh, Candace, hell is hot. Can't make this stop. What's going on, Sifa? Oh, that was epic. That was epic. That was epic. Shout out to all of you all tuning in. Hit that like button. S5, I see you up in here. Jennifer, I see you up in here. Thank you so much. Don't stop. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Oh my God, y'all. That was epic. Caleb up in here. Oh man. Yeah, all the candy asses coming through and trickling in and out because you know they mad. It's epic. Woo child. Erica Kirk, I'm so glad you finally called that heifer out. She had it coming. Lord have mercy. So glad she called him out. She called her out. I'm so glad. So I wanted to get into this video here with the Nicholas Brooks, but we'll just skip that and go to
okay, Candace.
This here. This is Russell and KD, right? He did a fantastic video on, you know, how things are going in the court of law. Because once again, no one has been arrested because of Candace Owens. She's a clown. She's not an investigator or a journalist. She's a gossiper and an idiot. So, because she says she didn't care about this murder trial, now it's kind of like, why are you talking about it? Just to try to debunk and dispel evidence that you don't understand. Ballistics being one of those things that Candace does not understand. She has no idea the amount of evidence that is involved in a murder trial. From the physical evidence to the ballistics, on down to autopsies and medical examinations. She has no idea how this stuff works. None. She's not an investigator. And it's funny how she can't keep her own attorney for a civil proceeding, let alone chime in with intellectual, intelligent thought for a criminal matter. So Russell Katie calls her out on this because evidence is evidence. Facts don't care about your feelings. And when it comes to the court of law, Candace Owens is a laughing matter and a joke. They could give a rat's ass about her. The prosecutor or defense. Pick one. So we're going to get to this and then find out what's going on with George. Anyone find out if that was true, if George was arrested? Oh my God. Did you see her reaction to Laura Loomer? She plays Laura demolishing her with no actual response. No, where is that at? Candace, you out here. She tried to clap back. Oh, Candace. I imagine that being epic fail. Is that on X? Oh, I actually want to see this. Let's get into wrestling first, and then we'll get to that. And then we got to find out what's going on with George. George, are you in jail? All right, hit the phone when you get here. Let's go.
Owens is back on a sick one. That's right. She is back on a sick one. Her latest conspiracy. It's not even like this is like make believe. Okay, I don't even know what to make of it. But this is her latest conspiracy theory on the Tyler Robinson situation. She just keeps it just keeps escalating. All right, so check this out.
According to my source, Tyler has never even stepped foot on UVU campus.
If you haven't been keeping up, Candace has been talking conspiracy after conspiracy after conspiracy on the Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk assassination. She's been on the cusp of solving it for the past 8 months or however long it's been. A real national tragedy, in my opinion, that has been, man, I'd say at this point probably monetized into the maybe even 100 million range in terms of the brand integrations and the views she's pulling off of her very best and very close and strictly platonic reformation for Charlie Kirk. And so she said, Tyler Robinson is not so entire narrative that was placed in the media about him having been it was completely fictional, as are many other aspects of what has been told And she goes on to say that his father turned him in after confession is also complete fiction. To the contrary, Tyler Robinson maintains his innocence and has never been on the UVU campuses where the assassination happened. There are absolutely zero photos or videos that the campus can produce to the contrary. So there's zero photos. Just put a pin in that for a second. Which is why they have produced nothing other than a blurry image with Tyler, which Tyler's family knows is not him. Tyler has never once expressed a thought. I want that to be clear. The federal government is lying about absolutely everything, other than the fact that it is his gun. Okay, so that is what she is alleging. Note that we needed further substantiation, but Tyler Robinson did not author those Discord messages. I would like to again stress that he has never been to UVU campus. I believe he was around the campus on that day. Okay, and I need to confirm this later. I believe he was around the campus, but he was never on the campus. I believe more on this. I will have more on this later. Of course you will. I wanted to immediately publish that the Tyler Robinson suicide narrative is false. Hey, this might be the most important thing I say in this video. I think a lot of us have been in seasons where we're trying to figure out, what am I actually supposed to be doing with my life? Like, we want to be faithful. We want to build something meaningful, but it's hard to get real clarity on our purpose, our direction, and what God's actually calling us to do. And if you've been struggling to figure that out, to get clarity, that's exactly why I'm doing the Godly Ambition Tour. And these nights are designed to help you get clarity and actually move forward. This is what my book, Godly Ambition, is all about. It's currently a USA Today bestseller, and I wanted to bring these ideas into we've got new music, things up my sleeve. Start at $35, LA, Atlanta, and Tampa. So we might be in the situation. The pin comment and get your tickets now. I'll see you in the room. So, in a twist in the situation, Michael Knowles, who's been reserved in his critique of Candace, and I understand why. They're close, and I believe he's one of, if not multiple kids, his godfather. So I understand that, respect that. I think he's done his very best to, tread a thin line. But he comes out and says how there's overwhelming evidence for Tyler Robinson being part of this, and then you guys are going to love what we have from Candace after this. Okay, so check this out.
This was the evidentiary hearing. So people are really misunderstanding what this was. People think this is the trial or something. So this isn't even the preliminary hearing. This is the evidentiary hearing. And I know that's kind of weird because you think the preliminary hearing would be the first thing that happens. It's preliminary after all. But the preliminary hearing is the evidentiary hearing. The evidentiary hearing, which is not where the lawyers show all of their evidence. Some people seem to be...
I said the same thing. Candace, I know you listening, you dumb heifer. I told you this. These preliminary hearings, PCCs, status conferences, all of that are not meant for you to release the evidence. That's not the damn trial. See, if you understood the federal rules of criminal procedure, you would know that, Candace. Read the federal rules of criminal procedure. It will tell you the different phases of a murder trial, the different phases of a criminal proceeding that occurs in the court of law. That is not the point in that procedure where evidence is released. They talk about the evidence that they have, but they don't go through it or show it because that is not the hearing for that. Candace is so stupid. To the candy asses, go read the federal rules of criminal procedure. And stop listening to your dumbass cult leader that did not go to law school. Don't listen to Megyn Kelly either. Well, her dumb ass. She couldn't tell Candace this. Megyn Kelly went to law school and could not tell Candace, no, that's not a preliminary hearing. It's not the phase where you outline all and lay out all the evidence. It's usually a summary or a synopsis of the evidence you've obtained. You're trying to just prove in that hearing that there is sufficient evidence to satisfy the merits of the case for it to move forward. Are you kidding? Candace, one of my godmothers is a retired federal judge. You moron. All because Candace doesn't want to read. Go figure. These idiots think she's the smartest person on earth, but she has no idea what the federal rules of criminal procedure are. Never read them. Or a Bible. Y'all know Candace can't hold a holy Bible in her hand. It's going to burn a hole. Oh, man. Demons tremble and flee at the name of Jesus. So, she can't hold that Bible. Can't make this up. Candace, say the blood of Jesus. I want to know what happens when you say that. Oh my goodness. Candace, I told you this. Michael Knowles needs to repeat it. Who the hell is this clown?
Misinterpreting that. They think the point of an evidentiary hearing is to show all of the evidence that you have. The point of an evidentiary hearing is to say what evidence you have, to discuss in broad terms the evidence you have, so that you can get to the preliminary hearing, so that eventually you can finally get to the trial and convict the killer. And the evidence that the state has against Tyler Robinson is even more overwhelming than I think a lot of people previously thought. Here is the lawyer for the state.
He then leaves the campus. UVU surveillance then captures him return later. He returns on foot right before the Charlie Kirk event.
Now remember what Candace said. Candace said there is no way he's ever been on campus. He's never stepped foot on campus. So now they're explaining some of the evidence, not all, but some of the evidence they have.
Wearing a disguise of sorts. He's wearing a baseball cap, different baseball cap, full low. He's got sunglasses on, a different shirt, different pants, but the same Converse shoes. That's all seen in the surveillance. He's limping because there's a rifle down his pants. The surveillance captures this individual. Again, I don't want to overstate the evidence because the pictures of his face at this time are not as definitive as they were earlier because of the sunglasses and the hat. But it captures his face, captures his appearance, his height, his build, all consistent with how he looks earlier in the day and how he looks today in court. But he makes his way to the rooftop, makes his way to the sniper's perch on the rooftop, takes the shot, and then runs to the northeast, drops off the building and runs to the northeast of campus into a wooded area. That's all captured on video.
So, wow, okay.
Oh
so
my God.
And again, remember, they're not going to share all this with the public just yet. But what it sounds like they're saying is that they have surveillance footage of the assassination.
Oh, okay. Dear Lord.
From what I heard, let's see if Michael Knowles heard the same thing.
That's all captured on video. Initially, even I thought that they only had little snippets, a picture here, a short little video here of allegedly Tyler Robinson killing Charlie Kirk, running away.
Why would you not think that the surveillance camera footage would pick up everything that occurred that day? They don't just cut off and on. They continuously record. Are people that dumb to believe that surveillance cameras are not continuously running and recording? You're talking about a college campus. There's always some activity happening somewhere. And it's a huge campus at that. They have drones. I was one of the first ones to point out that UVU have their own drones. When I first started covering this, I've seen video footage from the UVU drones. They have their own drones. What you mean? Of course, their surveillance camera footage has recorded everything. It recorded everything that happened that day. Why would you think there was only a snippet of something? Their cameras work. What the fuck? Oh, this is mind-numbing. He did not know that surveillance cameras continuously record on this college campus. This is what happens when you don't do any research. If they have drones that they're able to release and fly out in a whim, their surveillance cameras are continuously recording 24/7. They don't stop recording. They're continuously recording. Is he just not figuring that out? Is he new here on Earth? So none of the candy asses know how technology operates or what? Are you not aware of advanced technology? Hospitals, schools, major government, all government facilities on every level, federal, state, local. Hell, grocery stores have continuous recording surveillance cameras. It captures everything. We live in a day and age where you cannot make a move unless you're out in the woods and you grow your own food and you never need to go out to a store or anywhere in the public. We live in a day and age where you're recorded on a camera somewhere when you leave your house. You're captured somewhere on a camera. Whether you go to an ATM, going to the grocery store, shopping at the mall, flying it and walking through an airport, you're being captured on a camera somewhere when you leave your damn house. That is the era that we live in with advanced technology. Why is it that he is just not figuring out that there's surveillance cameras continuously running on a very large college campus like UVU? Why is this a new concept? This is so stupid. This clown is just figuring that out. It's so ridiculous. Oh my good God.
But that we couldn't piece it all together. The state is saying, no, it's all on video. We have it all on video.
Wow.
Of course they do.
That's pretty extraordinary. Okay, so now check out what Candace is peddling in her latest conspiracy.
I'm getting the sense that they had multiple Tyler Robinson lookalikes that day.
Candace, now you're just copying off of me. How many times did I say that about George Farmer? Hit the 4 if you all know I've been saying this about George Farmer. Same height, same build. Very easy for him to maneuver on UVU. Be able to switch clothes with Tyler Robinson if he needed to. Candace, I know you're listening. You copying off of me, you dumbass. You're not going to admit that it was George Farmer. I've said that about George. Have I not? How many times have I said George Farmer and Tyler Robinson look like the same height, build, facial features, and everything? He could literally maneuver on UVU's campus wearing the same thing Tyler Robinson has on, and no one would notice because, I mean, who often looks out for George Farmer? I highly doubt anyone at UVU would ever think to look for Candace's husband, you know, in this lavender marriage they in. George, how did you get that black eye? How you get the black eye, George? I've said this 1,000 times. I said, what if George was there and he was able to change clothes and switch on the clothes that he had on with Tyler Robinson? They look like they were the same size, same height, build, and all that good stuff, but he's close to it. If anyone could be a lookalike, it would be George Farmer. Are you kidding? I've been saying this. No. The candy asses get mad. Now, Candace is saying it, but she'll never admit, yeah, you know, George could perfectly fill up that lineup. He could be a lookalike. All he had to do, really, if need be, was dye his hair a little bit. But he certainly could pass as a lookalike. Put him on a hat, some shades or something. And you make sure he avoids cameras. Because you got a layout of UVU, Candace. And you know what cameras to avoid. Because surveillance cameras are continuously recording there at UVU. Something you underestimated because you're an idiot. I don't think it will be hard for George Farmer to pass as a Tyler Robinson lookalike at UVU. I've been saying this for weeks. Are you kidding? Yeah, it's good to hear you say this out loud, you moron.
Oh, this is okay.
It was George on September 10th last year.
This is so sad that the goalpost has moved so much. So remember, initially, as we started in the video, she was saying that he had not even stepped foot on the campus. Now, she is saying that there's lookalikes. I will not be surprised if by the end of the situation, Candace Owens is not stating that they cloned him. They cloned him. That's going to be the next thing. They cloned Tyler Robinson, and therefore, that's how he ended up on the video doing it.
Oh. Okay.
And if he were to plead out and just avoid the death penalty and try to take life, if that was even an option for him, then what would the CIA hit him with the brains eye? This is crazy. And it's funny from one standpoint to like emphasize how delusional this is and how detached from reality she is in this, to the tunes of potentially tens of millions, if not over $100 million. Okay, it is crazy. So let's let her flesh this out.
That's why the footage is grainy, and it's just impossible that all this footage is going to be grainy. Okay, I think there were multiple Tyler Robinson lookalikes, and
Candace. You know what? We're gonna go with that. George Farmer is a Tyler Robinson lookalike. We'll go with that. To the candy ass to see, we can agree on one thing. George Farmer is a Tyler Robinson lookalike. He was at UVU that day because, you know, Candace refuses to give us her alibi, or George's for that matter. I've been saying this for months. If anyone can maneuver around at UVU on the day, on September 10th, or the day Charlie Kirk was assassinated, it would be George Farmer. He's the only one that can do that and pull it off and look like a lookalike. Wear the same shirt, same hat, same glasses, same jeans, shoes. I mean, head to toe wear the same thing. Or at the very least, have an outfit on standby and give it to Tyler Robinson so Tyler Robinson can change clothes. Who literally could pose as a lookalike better than George Farmer? My God, Candace. It's George.
Were wearing maroon shirts and wearing hats and wearing what they were supposed to wear, and they're never going to show us a clear picture of Tyler Robinson. It's very easy to find a Tyler Robinson lookalike and to blur it. That is my conspiracy theory.
Oh my God! Oh, this is priceless.
Candace Owens, man, it's the gift that keeps giving. And my question to the folks that are still keeping up with this utter nonsense: Wine Mom Afternoon, Jerry Springer, meets
exactly, gentlemen. No one will
crime thriller nonsense, true crime nonsense. That in the name and LARPing around as a Christian, people that are still consuming this is insane. And I think it's this need to try and find puzzles and riddles and fix things and solve things. But this is utterly insane. And I wonder, like, my question, and is the question I keep asking, is like, where is the line? How much is too far? At what point do you go, no, this is enough. Enough is enough. At what point? Where's that line? I would really like to know.
The earliest thing that I remember.
Oh, y'all, we're going to check out Edie in the end. Let's go over here to X. I got tagged in a lot of posts. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh man. Let me go to I bookmarked some of these. Shout out to Mindy, y'all. She keeps me posted on this Cinema Shogun going in. Oh man. Ami got a new video. Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear back from him. I gotta check my Instagram. CEO about to get loomered again. Candace. Laura Loomer is staying on your ass, girl. I'm going to be releasing some very damning documents today that prove Candace has a lot to hide and isn't at all who she claims to be. Those who live in 2 multi-million-dollar glass houses hidden in a trust fund shouldn't throw stones. Candace won't be able to get out of this one. Woo, child. Oh, my God, Candace. What the hell happened with George? Oh. Exclusive. I've obtained the alleged mugshot of Candace Owens' British husband, George Farmer, from his alleged arrest in Nashville, Tennessee. Candace, do you want to explain this to your audience, or should I? Last week, you said you had nothing to hide. You know she lies like hell. Oh, man. Oh, Candace. Laura Loomer is staying on your ass. Oh, my God, George. Now, listen, I want y'all to look at this. Let me pull this up. I'm gonna pull this up. I want y'all to tell me what you think. All right? Because I gotta prove this point right quick. I gotta prove this point right quick. I'm just pulling up an image. Hold on. All right. Let me see if I can get this up. All right. So I want y'all to tell me this. Y'all ready? Let's get to it. Okay. Now, y'all see this, right? Y'all see this? This is George Farmer. Take a good look. Okay. Y'all ready? Tell me he can't pass off as this. Tell me George can't pass for this. Minus the little beard at the bottom. Tell me George can't pass off as this person. Come on with y'all. I want y'all to be honest about this. Because we all got eyes to see. Tell me George could not pass as this individual. Candy asks, y'all know who this is, don't you? Come on, candy asses. Come into the chat. I'm not going to bite your head off if you give the right answer. Y'all know who this is, right? Come on, drop the name, candy asses. You can do it. You can do it. What's his name, y'all? Who's this guy here we're looking at? This dumb demon. What's his name? This is Tyler James Robinson. Minus the beard at the bottom, the little fuzz hair at the bottom. Couldn't George Farmer pass off as him? We got, and it's so ironic. These are their mugshots. This is George's mugshot. This is Tyler J. Robinson's mugshot. You cut this hair off, and you're practically looking at a huge lookalike. You can't make this up. And let's say, the hair color is a little off to me. George Farmer wouldn't have any quarrels with dyeing his hair if he needed to. So, Candace, I told you, we'll go with that. You talking about some Tyler Robinson lookalikes? George Farmer is one of them. George Farmer is definitely a lookalike for Tyler Robinson. I'm Candace. I'm just going to go with that. You are a wackadoodle and a demon, soulless, heartless, an alien, a lot of things. But what you did say is something we're willing to go with. Tyler Robinson lookalikes, George Farmer is number one on that list. George Farmer is definitely a Tyler Robinson lookalike. Who would think to even expect George Farmer to be at UVU on September 10th, 2025? We don't know his alibi. We don't know where the hell he was. And the thing about George Farmer is that he's not a big socialist. He's not all over social media like that. So you got this quiet little British lavender marriage thing going on with him that barely says anything on social media. Sound like he's constantly posting up pictures, anything of him. No. That's now looking like a whole lookalike for Tyler James Robinson, getting in legal trouble himself. Candace, you care to tell us who you think pulled the trigger on the gun? Or should I? Candace, you want to tell us or should I? Oh, man. George Farmer is culprit number one. So, Candace, while you sitting here talking about Tyler James Robinson lookalikes, don't forget that you married a man that is British that looks like a Tyler James Robinson lookalike. Don't get mad when we start saying, okay, well, then that would be George Farmer. Candace, I've been saying this for a while. Girl, all you did was slam dunk it. I'm so glad she said that. Now the candy asses can't say, well, that's so crazy. Because then you have to call your cult leader crazy. She said they're Tyler Robinson lookalikes. We're going with that and saying, yep, George Farmer's one of them. Here's a photo of his damn mugshot. Yep, looks like Tyler James Robinson lookalike to me. We'll call him TJ. TJ Jr. George Farmer's TJ Jr. There you go. Candace, you can't talk when your husband look like Tyler Robinson. You can't. And mind you now, because I'm not going to tell you to be quiet. I want you to keep putting your foot in your mouth like you've done. You put your foot in your mouth on that one. Girl, you have given me enough ammunition for days for you. You understand? She wants to say there's some lookalikes. Okay, here he is. Oh, George. This is what happens when you stand behind a camera and just let Candace say whatever the hell she wants with no checks and balances without telling her to go make you a sandwich. Don't care about the impact and the consequences of it. So she wants to say that they're Tyler Robinson lookalikes. Then that puts you as number one on the list because you look like Tyler Robinson to me. Oh, yeah. He could pass off as a Tyler Robinson. Oh, this is priceless, Candace. This is absolutely priceless. Candace said here, do people usually get arrested for fender benders? Candace said, oh, snap. I'm so scared, Laura. You found the name of the victim of a parking lot fender bender in broad daylight that the police were not even called to the scene of. You should contact him. I heard the crazy story, wait, what? You should contact him to hear the crazy story, which cost our insurance a whopping total of $6,987.54. Did anybody ask about your insurance? No, we don't care about that. Candace, we don't care about how much you claim you pay for insurance. When your ass have earned $50 million in 7 months, your insurance should be a lot higher than that. So once again, you put your foot in your mouth. You just put your foot in your mouth. You're giving your insurance company a reason to raise your rates. $6,900. Is that all she paying? She's got millions in assets all over the place. And we're only charging her $6,900? That's pocket change for her. That's a week's worth of wardrobe. When Candace can drop $1,500 on a t-shirt, imagine her spending that same amount of money within 7 days. That's about as much as her car insurance is. Why is that all she's paying? You can't make this up. But she wanted us to know this for some dumb reason that she's paying this money in car insurance. What the hell? We don't care. Candace, you should be more concerned that George looks like Tyler Robinson. Since you want to say there's lookalikes. Oh, okay. If he was arrested from a fender bender, that means he was charged with a crime, Candace. You have a fender bender. Most times people don't go to jail for that. They go to jail for like a suspended license or for DUI or if they have drugs and alcohol on them. Illegal substances, they're under the influence. Expired tag or plate in a stolen vehicle. Like, a myriad of criminal charges you can catch from a traffic stop or even a fender bender. But if you have a fender bender and she's trying to make it seem like it's not a big deal, then that begs the question, why would George go to jail? You're literally bringing out more questions than answers, Candace. Because I know better. Most people just don't get arrested for a fender bender. You exchange, the police come out, they do a police report, you exchange insurance information, and go from there. You get arrested when you're being charged with something. With a crime. So why did he go to jail? Because according to Candace, it's just a fender bender that cost their insurance almost $7,000. Funny how that number keep coming up. But yet, you can't justify why he went to jail then. This does not explain why he went to jail. Why did he go to jail? No one goes to jail over fender benders like this. You can't make this up. Oh my God, this is crazy. Y'all, this is so crazy. And he caused the accident. If he was at fault, her saying how much they're paying for insurance right now is irrelevant. That means your rates are going to go up. So what you paying now for almost $7,000 might not be what you pay in the next 2 or 3 months when this accident shows up. You can't make this up. When is his court date? If he had a fender bender, you got to go to court, don't you? Following too close, whatever is on the ticket, he got to answer to the ticket unless he just paid it. Oh my God. So George out here getting hit up with. Oh, Candace. The boy went to jail from a fender bender, and you're still dumb. Oh, here's another one, y'all. Oh, Laura's getting her ass. Making George Farmer's arrest for DUI even more damning when he totaled his truck in Nashville, Tennessee while driving drunk with a blood alcohol of 0.261. Farmer, the husband of Candace Owens, gave the police a cell phone number that belongs to a woman named Savannah Jacoby when they asked for his number during his arrest. A quick search of Savannah Jacoby shows she is Candace's longtime manager. I blurred the number on the arrest report to not dox her, but the number is her cell phone number, and I have confirmed this by cross-referencing the police report with multiple screenshots of Savannah's iMessage contact card from people who know her. Why did George Farmer lie to the police when he was arrested for DUI with a BAC 3 times over the legal limit? Was this part of a premeditated plan in case Farmer got caught drinking and driving again while he was a green card holder? This is very damning. He lied to police, and it appears he may also have lied to U.S. immigration authorities to get U.S. citizenship. And then she tagged in the Department of Homeland Security, ICE, and Secretary Rubio. Was Savannah Jacoby complicit? Was she part of this plan by Candace Owens' husband to lie to police? Was Candace Owens involved? I'm just asking questions. Receipts. Candace. So your manager, your longtime manager, took the heat for George's arrest? Why would he give the police her phone number? Why would he do that? Even if he has a separate business number, why didn't he give them his business number? Like, he could get a Google number or something to where it doesn't necessarily link back to him, but it at least goes to a phone he uses. You're giving them your wife's manager's number. What the hell? So you got this grown-ass man out here giving out another woman's number because of his criminal activity. And Savannah Jacoby is good with that. When they have attorneys. They have attorneys. Do they not? I'm sure Candace keeps an attorney on retainer somewhere. Why not give the police the number to your attorney? Like, I'm not giving you all my number because of who I am, but I'm going to give you all my attorney's number. Why not give this to an attorney? Give them your attorney's phone number. If they're sitting here taking a number down, why give them a number to your wife's manager, but not your attorney? This is so stupid. If anything, I'm going to say, okay, look, I'm a public figure. My wife is Candace Owens. She's an alien. She's also dumb. She's being sued by the French president, all that good stuff. And it's a whole headache. We got 4 kids. I'm trying my best. I had a black eye a couple weeks ago. She broke her foot. Is that why? Because you were in an accident, Candace. Did you break your foot in a car accident where he quite possibly got a black eye? Was it from that? I'm just asking questions. Did he incur that black eye and you got a broken foot from this car accident? Where he's giving out your manager's number, a grown woman. So if anything happens, they're going to be calling Savannah Jacoby. I wouldn't want anybody to call me about somebody else's crime. No, you got a DUI? Oh, hell no. Don't give them my phone number. You must be out your mind. You two have attorneys. No, you give your attorney's number to the police. Not my number. What the hell you want me to do? I can't represent you in the court of law. Savannah Jacoby is not an attorney. Correct me if I'm wrong. What the hell is she going to do about this DUI? Other than get his phone calls. She can't do anything but contact an attorney. That's all she could do. Y'all, this is insane. So George is just as dumb as she is. Oh, this is priceless. Oh, this is so priceless. Or they say, yeah, absolutely. Sifa says, sounds like a little baby, not a whole grown man. I'm a real boy. Y'all know George is like a Pinocchio. 2026 version. Every time Candace lies, George's nose grows longer. Oh, Pinocchio. I can't believe he's out here giving out a female manager's number, but not the number to the boys club with the bullying down club. He didn't give the police any of his friends' numbers. Now I'm gonna give you a number to this grown-ass man in case something happens and he can, fend for himself. Nope, let me throw out this female. Not her husband, not my attorney. The manager is who you should call. Because reasons. Savannah can't represent them in court. She can't call the prosecutor and say, hey, we want to negotiate a deal so that he doesn't have to appear in court. This whole thing doesn't have to be a spectacle. We want to just go ahead and resolve it, blah, blah, blah. Savannah cannot do that. She's not a bar licensed attorney. Oh my God, it's a stupidity for me. Then in 2023, they bought that house, remember? I know. Very stupid. Exactly, Rosetta. This man got 4 birthdays, one in May, June, July, and December. Exactly. Everything about George and Candace is a lie. This heifer lies about getting 2 degrees, waiting on the candy asses to show evidence that your cult leader obtained 2 degrees in journalism and the other in English, and did it within a year. She's the one that said she dropped out after her 3rd year in college and then went back and obtained 2 degrees and finished up. So that means if she only had 1 year to go, somehow she got a degree in journalism and English in 1 year. How did that happen? 2 degrees? Why won't she show evidence? Why not post that up? Until she does that, she lied like hell about her education. She's lying through her teeth. And until there's evidence shown, she's a liar. And this idiot gave out the manager's phone number to the police. Oh my God, I would be pissed. Savannah's a clown if she sits here and lets this happen. Don't ever give out my number, George, to the cops because you got hit with a DUI. And you had a fender bender. That's why he went to jail, because of the DUI, not because of the fender bender. My God in heaven. 3 times over the legal limit. That's some heavy ass drinking. But this is what he does. Because that's what they did in the Bulling Down Club. George probably has been drinking since he was 18. That Bulling Down Club does nothing but go around smashing restaurants. They get sloppy drunk. They act like a bunch of frat boys. And they do dumb shit. And they smash and destroy restaurants. That's the primary focus of this Bulling Down Club. That's all they do. So I'm not shocked to hear that he's got a DUI. He look like one of the ones where he gets sloppy, dirty, drunk, and he just does reckless stuff. And has been doing it for years and getting away with it because he's not being held accountable. But Candace doesn't talk about that, though. She keep obsessing over another woman that she can't have. Oh, my God. This is something else. This is not even the same woman that was kissing all over her face either. Can you believe it? Oh, my good grief. Look at that. Savannah Jacoby. Girl. Oh, man. Now, this right here. This is the arrest report. I gotta save this right quick so I can zoom in on it, because I can't do that from here. It just looks so far. Hold on 1 second. Let me save this as an image so I can zoom in, because I can't do that from X. Oh, we got to see this one. Candace. You understand this is public records, right? If he gets arrested, this is public records. Let me zoom in on this. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Y'all see that we can zoom in closely on this one. Oh, let me put myself down. Hold on. Y'all, this is something else. I am here for this. Oh, Candace. Oh, Candace. The Candy asses have nothing to say about George getting all these DUIs. Y'all don't think he's sitting here messing up your cult leader? Yeah, okay. So hopefully you all can see this. We had to zoom in on this one. So you see adult custodial booking type. This is the Metropolitan Department, Nashville, Tennessee. The MPD incident number is 2023-047-1289. So the year always precedes the case number, incident number. So this happened in 2023. Related incident number is NA. Then you have this IDOCA number here, arrest number 2300200602. Arrest date August 10, 2023, 21:22. And this is military time. So 21 is what? Is that 10? No, that's more like 9, right? That's 9 something. Is this 9:22 p.m.? Let me know. The candy ass is always trying to find something. Yeah, it's 9. Thank you, Juju. 9. So this was at 9:22 p.m. At 9:22 p.m., he's already drunk 3 times over the limit. George is already drunk and getting arrested by 9:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because they live in Tennessee. This happened in Nashville, Tennessee. Y'all see it up here. He's already drunk, getting hit with DUI charges at 9:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What time did he start drinking with 4 small children at home? Even if you're in a lavender marriage, George, you have 4 small kids. You should be lucky that you still get to go home to your kids because Charlie Kirk can't. And you're out here getting sloppy drunk, getting hit with DUIs at 9:22 p.m. Why won't you the hell at home getting your kids ready for school or whatever? You can't make this up. What was August 10th of 2023? What day did that fall on? Oh, Candace, we going all the way there, girl. Oh, man. I want to see what date that fell on. August 18th? August 10th. Hold on. Hold on. I want to know exactly what day of the week that fell on. August 10th was a Thursday night. On a Thursday night. So on August 10th, a Thursday at 9:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, George Farmer was charged with a DUI where his BAC, his blood alcohol, was tested at 3 times over the limit on a Thursday night. Are you kidding me? This was back in 2023. He had at least 3 kids by then, didn't he? Y'all, this is, man, how long had he been drinking that day? It's like he just started at 4 o'clock and he didn't stop. He started at matinee, happy hour at 4 p.m. and his ass just kept drinking until 9:22 p.m. when he ends up in a fender bender and gets arrested with a DUI. I would love to see the police body camera footage on that. Oh my God. Oh, there's got to be body camera footage on this, Oh, I might do a 48 for that body camera footage. Now I want the body cam. Candace, we might get that body camera footage. That should be something else. I wonder, did they do a DUI test on the side of the road? Oh, can y'all imagine? He probably didn't even try to do it. He just said, you know what, I'll go in. Just take me in. Y'all. This was on a Thursday night. And I don't know about him, but August 10th, my kids were in school. I wouldn't be able to go out here and get sloppy drunk on a Thursday night. None of the, what, any of the kids in school at this time or what? Candace, this is why you pulled your kids out of school. Because you knew you were saying and doing dumb stuff. George out here getting hit with DUIs. Everybody looking at you too like you're crazy because you are. If these kids were of school age, then it would be even worse because it's like, okay, your kids got to go to school the next day. Why the hell you out here getting drunk and getting arrested? This was on a Thursday. Oh, they got the day of the week right there. Look at it. Charge with which precipitated arrest. Good grief. Precipitated arrest, DUI. Reason arrested. Classification, DUI. I'm sure the social was and the driver's license number were redacted, but yeah. In the state of Tennessee, George T. Farmer. Let's see here. She redacted address, a work phone, occupation, CEO. Of what? Y'all, he lists his occupation as CEO. What the hell he CEO of? George Tommy? What is he the CEO of? Y'all, this is something else. Did they live in Nashville? I think so. They were in that what you call it, the Battery Lane Trust, because the trust is named after the street the house is on, Battery Lane Street. I actually was able to pull up the property tax information on that property last week when Laura Loomer put it out there. It's public information. So, you know, y'all, this is something else. I think they were living at that Battery Lane house. The one she discovered is under that trust. The question is, were they living together? This got to be embarrassing as hell. He went out, got a DUI charge on a Thursday night at 9:22 p.m. Eastern Standard. Oh my God. Hey, X-Files. It's the same year. I think I have to go to check. What's his date? His date of birth not even on here. They don't have his date of birth on here. Or his so I don't expect to see his social. But you don't see his date of birth on here either. Do you? Oh, there it is. What the? I wonder did he lie about this. It has a DOB 7/5/1990. 33 years old at the time. This is in 2023. So this has his birthday listed as July 5th, 1990. I wonder if he was being honest about that. He gave them the number to his wife's manager. I wonder did he give them the correct date of birth. That's a lot of lying to do to police. And you out here getting a DUI. Y'all see his name here. DUI, George T. Farmer. His occupation listed as CEO. Male, white. Is arrestee a college student? And they checked off unknown. The answer is no. Not Hispanic or Latin. Date of birth, July 5th, 1990. Age 33. Place of birth, Nashville, Tennessee. That's a damn lie. That is not his place of birth. He was not born in Nashville, Tennessee. His ass was born in the UK. So this right here is a lie. I don't know if he told them that or if they just put that in there, but they could have put unknown. Domestic violence. They didn't check off anything on that. Why didn't they check anything off for DV? I mean, if it's a no, it's a no. Height, 6'2". So he's 6 feet tall. He's 6'2". 180. Hair black, eyes blue. Type of arrest on view. Did he resist? No. Location of arrest. Now, this is where he was when they pulled him over. He was at 2010 Rosa L. Parks Boulevard, Nashville, Tennessee. They may have been on the way from a damn bar or pub or something. Anyone care to look that up? Let me know what that is. It seems like he could have been traveling to or from somewhere. For him to be drunk at 9:22 p.m. on a Thursday, he may have been coming from a restaurant. Ain't no reply. How you doing, honey? What's going on, Bella? George gets his hair colored, eyebrows, etc. Exactly. Is it obstruction? Yeah, if you are interfering, if you're lying to the police in a way to where it interferes with their investigation, that could be seen as obstruction. More than likely, I mean, you're lying to the police. They're conducting an investigation about an accident that you're the cause of. You are sloppy drunk as hell, and you give them your wife's manager's phone number, and we have no way of confirming his date of birth because online is 4 different birth dates. July 5th is on this arrest report, and we all know he was not born in Nashville, Tennessee. This is not his place of birth. He was born in the UK. So I don't know why, for the life of me, he will even let them believe that he was born in Nashville. That's crazy as hell. Well, maybe that's his way of trying to hide the fact that he was not a full citizen. If he would have told them, hey, I'm waiting on my green card, please don't say anything about this or whatever, like they probably wouldn't have had a choice. But for him to put his place of birth as Nashville, Tennessee, that's a whole lie. So whether he told them that or if they put it down as an assumption, I don't know. But I'm sure if they did an investigation, that will come up, because now you have police records that could be used in a court of law against you for a criminal matter, where you're saying your place of birth is Nashville, Tennessee, and it's not. We all know that. He's even said himself, he knows he was not born in Nashville, Tennessee. He knows that. All they gotta do is play the videos of him saying that he was born in the UK. So let's see here. He was unarmed. Did he assault an officer? No. Chemical agent used? No. So they didn't have to use any pepper spray or anything. Armed, arrestee armed with. He was unarmed. Injury sick. That's an NA there. Injury. They left that blank. Medical treatment transported by blank blank. No illness listed. No examining physician listed. See incident for a vehicle, and that was redacted here. You guys can see that's redacted over. For the license plate number, they got state year. The year vehicle is a 2021 Ram truck Chevy. This is a Chevy Ram truck. Ram 1500 model style pickup. This is a pickup truck. That's a big ass vehicle. Color black. Then you got the VIN number there, VTR number. They don't even say if it was towed or if they allow someone to come and get the vehicle. Oh, here it is. Vehicle towed by West Nashville. Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to look at this. So they put tow and lot. Okay, so I think they just didn't check it off. So it was towed by West Nashville. That might be the vendor that works with that police department. And then you have these warrants here. Oh my God, George. Warrant numbers. Type, incident number. This is the Tennessee code that's applicable. So this is how Tennessee state laws are cited. TCA, that's their Tennessee statute codes. This was a misdemeanor, class A, I think. Weapon, possession while under. He was charged with a weapon, but yet they put up here that he was unarmed. They didn't put that the weapon was in the vehicle. Why did they check off unarmed? The same reason why I'm wondering why they put on here place of birth, Nashville, Tennessee. Oh my God. This is sloppy. Driving under the influence. Leaving scene of accident. Damage. What the hell? So he hit somebody and left the scene. Oh, George, you're a criminal. No. George, you left the scene of the accident. That's so bad. That should not be a misdemeanor. That should be a felony. You already got a weapon in your possession while under the influence. Then you're charged with driving under the influence and leaving the scene of an accident with damage. You can't make this up. Why would he flee the scene? Oh, man. Oh, they should be so pissed. Oh, my God. Oh, I now want to get that police body camera footage. I wonder if they will still release that body cam. Oh man, that's got to be something else. George, I can't believe you fled. You left the scene of an accident. Oh, this is priceless. Oh, Candace, you can't talk about no damn body. The audacity of you to say that Erica Kirk should go to jail when that's where George went. No. George got locked the hell up and he left the scene of the accident. You're such a coward. Oh, George, you're a coward. That's a cowardly move. You know you just caused this damn accident. You drunk as hell in your pickup Dodge Ram Chevy truck, meaning you probably left significant damage, and your ass leaves the scene of the accident? Did they have to chase him or what? Oh my God, man. Oh, Lord have mercy. I wonder who called that in. Who called this in? Oh, cool. Thank you. Oh, he will? Fax me said he'd come in your show. No reply. Talk to him. Yay! Tell him to email me. Oh, I would love to have Fax Me over here. And wait, no, Ami. Oh, y'all, that's awesome. That would be awesome to get Fax Me and Ami. Oh, that would make Mama's day. Oh, my God. Thank you, No Reply. Shout out to my mods, y'all. Give a hand clap of praise for my mods. You guys are amazing. That would be fantastic. Oh, man, that would be an honor. Tell them we would love to have them. Absolutely. Give them my email. Y'all, this is crazy. Anyone find out this address? He driving a Chevy Ram truck. Got 3 warrants. He left the scene. Yes, he left the scene. This is, George, you're such a clown. Yeah, it's more? Okay. I see him. Yeah, it's because I'll give you an email too. Yes, email it to me. Thank you so much. No reply. Yes. I look forward to that. That would be awesome. Why would George be driving a basic small end Ram truck? You know, that's a good question. Because he got money, don't he? I'm wondering if it was his vehicle. Y'all think that vehicle was in his name or registered to him? Because the VIN number is here. See the VIN number here? They got the VIN number. There's a VIN right there. Box 49. I wonder if it's in his name. That's mighty reckless to sit here and to have an accident and then leave the scene of the accident. You got hit with a DUI and a weapon in your possession while under the influence, meaning you're extra dangerous. Because who knows what you're prone to do with this weapon and you're under the influence. You can't make this up. Why did they check off that he was unarmed? That's crazy. Whoever filled this out, the police, whoever did this, man, he effed up. Because he damn sure was not born in Nashville, Tennessee. And we don't know how to verify this date of birth when he's, got 4 date of births all over the internet. No way to verify it. Oh my God, y'all, this is on a Thursday night. And they told it. This is crazy. Oh my God, this is crazy. So this does not explain the black eye. This was in 2023, people. Candace will never tell us how she got a broken foot and how he ended up with a black eye. Yet she says she has nothing to hide. Oh man. Okay, Mindy said there's more. All right, let's go back to x.com. There's more. Can y'all this is too good. This is too good. And then the clown gives the phone number to this grown woman and not himself or his attorney. That was the dumbest move ever. Look at that. Look. Oh my God. Okay. George Farmer, the immigrant husband of Candace Owens, totaled his truck while driving drunk on August 10, 23. Despite Candace Owens denying her husband had ever been arrested and claiming his accident was simply a fender bender, that the police were never called over. In reality, there have been multiple accidents, including a DUI, including a 2023 DUI due to Farmer's excessive drinking and driving. In 23, Farmer was a green card holder, and when he was arrested in Nashville, Tennessee, he was in possession of a firearm and had targets in the backseat of his truck. What? This is all documented in the arrest report below. It is unknown how Farmer was able to get U.S. citizenship in 2025, as DUI while in possession of a firearm on a green card is a deportable offense. She said, George, let me tell you something. Why Candace is talking about lookalikes for Tyler Robinson, and you being the number one suspect on that one, you might want to sit tight. Just in case it ends up being where you deserve to be number one Tyler Robinson lookalike. Because your wife keeps talking about, oh, someone else put the trigger on the gun. Yeah, it could have been George. I mean, who knows? We're just asking questions. Oh, man. George, they're going to deport your ass. You can't make this out. Because the first thing is going to be, well, why does he get to stay? And he was not a full citizen at the time he got this DUI. He is driving drunk as hell. He fled the scene. He left the scene of the accident. So he's a punk ass. And he had a possession of a firearm while under the influence. That's a whole separate charge. That really, it should have been a felony. One of them should have been a felony, not a misdemeanor. And yet he still was able to get his damn citizenship. Why not deport his ass? Oh, man. Did Farmer disclose this arrest to immigration authorities at INS? Did he lie about it? Did he and Candace pay someone off to make this go away? You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if she did. I wouldn't be shocked if somebody up there was able to kind of help sweep this under the rug in 2023. Because otherwise, they don't owe him shit. Why not treat to the candy asses? We know that you don't understand hypocrisy, but this is the ultimate sign of hypocrisy right here. It is highly hypocritical for everyone else to get deported except George. And he's out here getting hit with 3 charges at a time. He fled the scene of an accident, got hit with a DUI, and had a weapons possession charge while under the influence. And he was not a full-fledged citizen. He should have been deported. So where's this outcry for him to be deported? Y'all can't listen to the candy asses. You can't tell how George Farmer is bringing down your cult leader. You can't tell that. Y'all can't see that. Yeah, here getting hit with DUI charges and shit. Fleeing the scene of an accident. Oh my goodness. Candace directly and deliberately. It may have been because they were seen as misdemeanors. If he had a felony, that would be different. I don't know. I have to read the law on that. I have to read about that. Because even with the charges he got, you know, this isn't his first time if it's multiple charges. And they keep dumbing them down to misdemeanors as opposed to, after so many times, you know, you're a repeat offender. After what, 3 times? Now it becomes a felony because you're a repeat offender. So you can't continue to give the same consequence to somebody that's doing this dumb crap over and over and over and over and over again. At some point, once you've been charged 2 or 3 good times with the same thing, it has to convert over to a felony because you have a record. Why do they keep charging him as a misdemeanor? I don't know. How many times has he been charged with this in the past? This is crazy. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. Oh, man. Oh, this is so good. Okay, let's get back to it. Candace directly and deliberately lied to her viewers when she said this never happened. She said it was a fender bender, while she said it never happened. How do you call it a fender bender if it didn't happen at all? If you go and kick a trash can and it caused, you caused some damage and it left a dent, you can't say it didn't happen and then turn around and say, well, when I kicked it, it only made a small dent. Either it happened or it didn't. You wouldn't even categorize it if it simply didn't happen. This is how you know she lies like hell. Candace is a pathological liar. Right here, you don't call anything a fender bender if it simply didn't happen. If it never happened, it never happened. You don't go out your way to categorize it. You say that never happened. What you talking about? And then you leave it at that. You don't say, well, it was just a fender bender. So it happened. So this whole thing happened. Oh, she's so stupid. The reality is both accidents happened and neither one was a fender bender. And I have all the receipts to prove it. Along with Farmer's mugshot, I also obtained a transcript of the 911 call and the police report that documents how Farmer had a BAC blood alcohol content of 0.26 when police made him take a breathalyzer after he was found stumbling on the side of the highway, barely able to stand from being so drunk. The legal blood alcohol content level is 0.08. Y'all know Candace doesn't do math. She doesn't understand numbers. And her cult members are even dumber. This is coming from Candace, who said that she doesn't know the difference between the letter N and the number 9. So no one expects her to understand that 0.26 is greater than 0.08. 3 times, because 0.08 times 3 would get you up to 0.24. So at least 3 times the limit for the police to feel that you are safe on the road and you have a weapon in your possession. Y'all, this is so crazy. He fled the accident. What more do you need to see that he's a coward? Oh my God. The BAC level is 0.08. That's the legal limit. Farmer, who is listed as being 180 pounds on the arrest report, will have had to consume 13 drinks over 4 hours. Y'all, didn't I tell y'all started at happy hour? He got arrested at 9:22. Yeah, it started at happy hour. That would have been a good 5 hours. So if he started drinking at 4 o'clock, he would have had to keep drinking until at least 9 before he decided to get behind the wheel of a car with a weapon. because he's an idiot. God. He lists his occupation as CEO of what? Oh, he the king of stupid. You know what? He is a CEO. He's a CEO of the candy ass cult. Candace is their God and Savior. George Farmer is their CEO. The candy ass cult members should be so proud of their CEO. You know, he represents this whole dumb cult where they refuse to read. Words are hard for them. And make this up. Oh my goodness. He would have had to been drinking over 4 hours to reach a 0.26 BAC level before getting in his truck and driving. He could have killed someone. Exactly. And he fled. It's a testament to how selfish he and his wife truly are and always have been. Drunk driving is one of the trashiest and most reckless behaviors a person can ever engage in. I have also obtained photos of Farmer's black totaled Ram 1500 truck, completely destroyed from when he crashed it while drunk. I tracked down the Carfax report for the truck, and you can do that with the VIN number, which proves the truck was last sold in Nashville, Tennessee. These receipts prove without a doubt that Candace Owens' husband is a criminal and that she lied about her husband and his DUI. What else is Candace Owens hiding? Well, she's hiding his birth date because no one knows that. I mean, we go on this report. His birthday's coming up July 5th. Happy birthday, Candace. I hope this birthday you will practice being a better person and try not to lie so much. How about not at all? How about not at all? Candace, how about you just stop lying altogether? You've made over $50 million lying your ass off about things you don't understand, including how criminal procedures work in the court of law. You don't understand that at all. Instead of obsessing over Charlie Kirk's spouse, Miss Erica Kirk, you should focus on your own spouse and his serious drinking problem before he murders someone behind the wheel. Boy, that's spoken like a true champion. Can we get an amen in the chat? Can we get an amen in the chat? Candace, stop letting Erica Kirk live rent-free in your head 24/7 when your lavender husband is out here causing accidents, getting hit with DUI charges, having possession of a weapon while under the influence, and fleeing the scene of the accident. And he totaled his truck. What the hell did he hit? He hit a wall. What did he hit? Anyone find out what that address goes to? Oh, this is something else. Oh my God. That's got to be a restaurant or something. Maybe I missed it. This chat is flowing, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Oh, Gary Smith says, good day to all. Sorry if I miss anybody. Good day to all of you. Did anyone find out what that address led to from the police report? Was it just a spot on the highway? Y'all, you know he had to be coming from somewhere, like a restaurant or something. Unless he was coming from like his girlfriend's house. Candace, were you two living separated at that time? He hit another person. The extras in Karate Kid dressed better than Candace. Oh, what's going on? Black Dot said he hit deer. He hit a deer? They could be covering some because they don't say what he hit. It's a car dealership. Oh, what? That is not a fender bender. Oh my God. So the address listed on the police report goes back to a car dealership. Is that correct? Are my comments showing the one about the car dealership? I just saw something. I see your comments, Caleb. My apologies if I looked over it. The chat is flowing. Let's see. Some mistakes of the record. Yeah, it is a lot of mistakes on here. It might be electronics, or perhaps there was a drop-down window and the police accidentally put black instead of blonde. Not sure how it works. Exactly. They put down his place of birth is Nashville, Tennessee, and it's not. He gave them, false information. Because I wouldn't give over anybody's phone number like that unless you're my attorney. Because otherwise, Savannah can't do shit about this. She can't go represent him in court. This is crazy. Okay, S-File said it's a car dealership. Okay, cool. Wow, Lexus dealership. What? So that address was a Lexus dealership. He had to be coming from some restaurant around that area or a bar. I'm sure if they wanted to, they can get camera footage of the restaurants in that area to see which one he went to or where he came from. They could, it's cameras and street lights. I mean, you can always track someone's whereabouts. They can pull the diagnostics from that vehicle and see where it was last parked, where he cut it off and on, and all of that. The vehicles nowadays, these new vehicles, because we got advanced technology that the candy asses don't understand, they can pull diagnostics from your vehicle. And it can give coordinates of where you went and traveled. It could tell, like, if you got gas when you ran low, all kinds of stuff. You got repairs done, any of that. It can come from that data from your car. It's something else, man. Oh, man. Laura Loomer told the truth right here. You should focus on your own spouse and his serious drinking problem before he murders someone behind the wheel. People who live in two multi-million-dollar glass houses that are hidden in a trust in Nashville shouldn't be throwing stones. May I also suggest you check your husband into rehab ASAP instead of posting photos from church looking like an extra in the Karate Kid. God bless. Receipts. Oh, Candace. Oh, Candace. Oh, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Is this a brand new truck? It still got, what is that on there? Y'all, he even had the souped up wheels. Why is he driving a Dodge Ram? Of all vehicles. Oh, man. What the hell? Where's the other vehicle involved? Y'all see Saveka Jacob E. Kennedy. Oh, my God. Candace, you don't mind taking photos, but you don't feel some type of way about George giving away her number to the police? She wasn't the one that hit whatever. He hit another vehicle with that. Y'all, look at this. BAC of 0.261. She even goes in over instantaneous all at once. He would have had to have like 11 drinks. Over 2 hours, 12. Over 4 hours, 13 drinks. Just to hit that blood alcohol content. Oh, this is priceless. I mean, this stuff can be Googled. This right here is scary. This boy got out of the vehicle and tried to flee the accident. Where's the other vehicle involved? Did anyone see that? This dude hit something hard. Oh my God. This is real. Hey, Bert, this is real. Impound stickers. Okay. I was wondering, like, what the hell? Okay. Y'all, this was total. This is a total. They consider this to be totaled. It's got grass and stuff underneath it. What the hell? What did he hit? Oh, man, this is so bad. He lost a tire. Y'all see that? It's on the rim. It's on the rim. Tire is gone. What the hell? You know how hard you have to hit something for you to lose the tire? That driver's tire, the front driver tire, is gone. It's on the rim. Like, this is madness. And he tried to flee the accident. He fled. He was charged with fleeing the accident. What in the entire F word? Oh my goodness. Y'all, this is crazy. Candace, you ought to be ashamed of yourself trying to pass this off as a fender bender. This is not a damn fender bender. You moron. You can't make this up. Oh my goodness. I want to know what happened to the other car. Anyone know about the other vehicle? This came from the police report. This happened in 2023. And that's the thing. People don't really go in digging in on Candace like that until now. What should have been happening the whole time when she was out here talking about the Brigitte Macron being born a man and all this other bullshit. They should have been digging on her then. This is what happens when people start looking into her because they get sick of her bullshit. This happened in 2023. And it's coming up because people are digging into her. Because she's trying to make it seem like she does no wrong and she loves Charlie Kirk so much. But your husband out here doing this shit. Now I want to try to see if I can get the police body cam. I'm going to try to do a FOIA request for that body cam. That's if they still have it. Man, this is crazy. He needs to go to Betty Ford ASAP. Y'all, he may have been in rehab. Y'all remember about a month ago where the reports came out where he may have been in the in this rehab facility out there in California? He may have gone. I'm still worried about how he got this black eye and she had a broken foot and she don't want to talk about that at all. Candace, this is crazy. Girl, I'm about to save this. I want to see this one. Hold on. That way we can zoom in because I can't see it otherwise. Okay. Let me pull this up and save this. Before we go to that, let me make sure because I know you tagged me in a few things, Mindy. Y'all, this is so crazy. Candace, you can't sit here and call that a fender bender. You out of your damn mind. Candace, you are out of your mind. You trying to downplay that. That vehicle was totaled. That's not a fender bender when the vehicle is considered totaled out. If the insurance company said this is totaled, that's not a fender bender. Well, we all know Candace has a hard time digesting words. Are you kidding? What else is here? Okay, this is where she shows at the time of his crash, George Farmer had a BAC of 0.261, according to his arrest report. The legal BAC limit is 0.08, and that's where she has this photo here. What else? Let me go back. Oh, damn. I know, right? I can put in a FOIA for it. Hopefully they still have it. Is this something else different? Hold on. Okay, we already read that one. I want to make sure I ain't skipping some. Happy birthday, Candace. I made this just for you. Oh, you got George in there with Pete Diddy. Oh, this is priceless. Oh, Candace. Oh, Candace. Oh, no. Oh, man, I don't blame George for becoming an alcoholic. Imagine being married to this nutcase. Oh, good grief. Oh, man. Then we got to, yeah. If there's an incident report number, can someone explain how these two are on the same report? That's what I'm saying. Born in London, not America. This is crazy. If they screwed this up, that's a done deal. But see, here's the thing. It's public records if he went to jail, got arrested, and all of that. So if we actually get something from the police department and we get the same thing, that means that they put a lot of information on here that was not accurate. Because I mean that's crazy. And then he would tell on himself if he told him, yeah, I was born in Nashville. Oh my God. This person put up x-rays because they were hit by a drunk driver. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh my God, Candace. Oh my goodness. Ew. What the hell? What's that? Okay, was that it? I want to get to this report over here we saw. I want to make sure that was all. Okay, I think that was all. I think everything else. Anything else you come up with, let me know. Mindy is good with you guys are awesome with tagging me in things. I want to make sure I'm not missing something. This is crazy. I mean, at the very least, there is Army. You can always get information from the police department and call them and ask them, why y'all have so many errors? Ugh. This is crazy. Okay, let's go to this police report here. Oh, that body camera footage is gonna be something else. I'm gonna do a thing for it. I sure am. Let me see. This is something else, man. So the narrative here, this is part of the police report. He consented to a breath test. Okay, we got the officer's name on here. So we can do a foyer for all of this. For the police report and the body cam. The arresting officer is Caitlin Powell. And her employee number is 4004076. Plus, you had a supervisor approving the arrest, Yanis Adak. And then you have a booking clerk, Tawana Darby. Ooh, child. That's so crazy. This is so crazy. Anytime y'all want to fact check, just reach out to the police department directly. That's what it comes down to. I really want to see the police body cam. Because if they did a breathalyzer, all of that is going to be on the police body cam. And that's another way to kind of verify and vet the information and make sure that it's consistent. Even if you get another report with the same errors, at least it's the same errors, so you can't say it didn't come from the police. Question then would be, okay, why the hell they can't get this right? What's going on? Let's pull this up. Hold on a second. Y'all let me know if y'all can see that if it's too big. So, perpetrator suspected of using alcohol is arrestee a parent guardian of a child that will be left unattended as a result of the arrest? No. So he didn't have the kids with him. Body-worn camera or in the car camera evidence may exist related to this arrest? Yes. So we can definitely get requests in FOIA requests for body cam footage. Since this was in 2023, I still hope they're able to give it. Who knows? Officers responded to a single vehicle crash near exit 85 on I-65 northbound. Several witnesses called regarding a male white in a white shirt and blue jeans with a backpack walking around the interstate and a vehicle in the ditch at this location. The subject approached an officer's vehicle while they were on a separate call for service further south down the interstate. Officers stated the subject approached the patrol before slumping over onto it. What? The officers stated that the subject approached the patrol before slumping over onto it. Officers determined him to the B. God, y'all look at this. I'm not making this up. To the BV. Okay. To be the individual from the single vehicle crash. What did he hit? It's saying single vehicle. So he didn't hit another car. From the single vehicle crash, officers asked the subject if that was his vehicle in the ditch, to which he initially answered no, because he lied like hell, but eventually confirmed the black Ram to be his vehicle. Officers could smell the odor of alcohol coming from the subject as they spoke with him. When speaking with officers, the subject would only answer questions with yes or correct, even when asked what his name and birthday were. So they asked him, "What's your name and birthday?" He said yes and correct. George, see, just for that insult, they should deport your ass. They should deport him just for answering, "What's your name?" And he says, "Yes, correct." No. Oh, man. Now I got to do it for you for this body cam. Hell, if y'all beat me to it, get it in and let me know. Oh, my God. We got to see this in a body camera. This is priceless. They asked this man his name. He said, yes, correct. Can y'all imagine that in a video? Watching this idiot say yes and correct when they asking him for his name and date of birth. Oh, man. Oh, get your ass out of here, George. You can't make this stuff up. Oh, man. Officers observed the subject swaying while standing still, talking to medics. And when the subject exited the patrol car to walk to the stretcher to be medically cleared, the subject was unsteady on his feet and stumbled to the point of officers having to assist him to the stretcher. Once the subject was medically cleared, the subject was transported to 2010 Rosa L. Parks Boulevard to perform standard field sobriety tests. So that's why they they put that address as the location, because he was initially on the highway. And the only thing they could have done was like given some coordinates or maybe like a street marker. So they took him to a place with an actual address, and it so happened to be a Lexus dealership. So that's where that come from. So they transported him to the Lexus dealership, which is this address, 2010 Rosa L. Parks Boulevard, to perform standard field sobriety tests. Oh, man, that would be epic to watch in the body cam. The subject displayed lack of smooth pursuit and nystagmus. Yeah, I could be butchering that word. Onset prior to 45 degrees. The subject was also unable to follow instructions to keep his hands at his side and his head still. The subject continued to follow the stimulus with his head and continued to sway in place. The subject also nearly fell onto officers while attempting to follow the stimulus. Officers determined he would be unable to complete the walk and turn and one-leg stand due to officers consistently having to support him from falling or stumbling over. The subject was taken into custody without incident and Mirandized. Oh, good. Under Miranda, officers attempted to ask the subject how much and what he had been drinking, but the subject would only respond with correct. So this could, not that it's a good thing, but this could explain why they just put in fields in this report. When they asked him, where were you born? And I'm surprised they probably looked at his driver's license to get his date of birth and his name. Your phone number is not on your driver's license. So how did he give them the number to Savannah Kobe or whatever? Like that's the number you remember, and you're stinking drunk. And the only number you can manage to remember is the phone number for your wife's manager. And she got a husband, right? Y'all make it make sense. Why would he memorize Savannah's number but not give them his own phone number or his attorney's number? The only thing he was saying was yes or correct. So when it came to place of birth, hair and eye color, all of that comes from, like, the place of birth is their guess. They just put in Nashville, Tennessee as a default. Because that's not this. I don't think that's listed on your driver's license, but your height, weight, eye, and hair color are all on your driver's license. So when he got his license, apparently he had his hair color listed as black. Does that make sense? They got his height, weight, and everything else from his ID. And then let's see what else. And I'm just looking at the other document. Everything else that is filled in on here, like defendant's address, they may not have even put his address on here. They just put Nashville, Tennessee. Your social would not be on your driver's license. But I don't see his driver's license number, and they would have had that to put on here. So I don't know why they left those two things blank, unless they just didn't, for the purposes of privacy, didn't submit over a copy of this with that on it at all. I'm trying to figure out what else on here. So all of this with the black hair, blue eyes, that could have came from his driver's license. That's crazy. Why would he have his hair black at any given time? Okay. Oh man. Okay. So once he was Mirandized, he was asked, he would only respond with correct. Subject consented to a breath test. Subject's BAC was 0.261. Wow. If misdemeanor arrest only, check reason, misdemeanor citation not issued. Intoxicated person who is in danger to such person or others. Plus, he had an accident, a single crash accident. He hit the ditch or wall or something hard because that truck was totaled. He didn't hit another vehicle. Based on what we just read, he did not hit another vehicle. It was considered to be a single vehicle crash, meaning it only involved his car. Let's see here. That's a mug shot. That's crazy. I didn't know they put that on there. Then they have the arresting officer. So if for anything else, for those who want to fact check, you're more than welcome to contact the, make sure I say this correctly, Metropolitan Department, Police Department for Nashville, Tennessee, Nashville Police Department or whatever, and do a 48. Get a copy of the police report, ask for a copy of the body cam footage, as well as the dash cam footage for the police officer's vehicle. You have it right here. So this officer's dash cam and body cam, the body cam was on, is indicated in the report, but the dash cam should have been on the recording as well. And then, you can kind of line up these reports together. If the same errors exist and you're able to get this directly from the police department, then it's errors that they have on their end. And more than likely because he did not give up any information. He just kept saying yes and correct. That's why. So if his date of birth is incorrect on his driver's license, that means he lied to the Department of Driver Services and DMV and all of that. I'm curious to know if that vehicle is in his name. But, anything else. I'm like, how did you manage to give up Savannah's phone number, but not yours? That's so crazy. And they would have taken his possessions, and took it with him to booking, like his wallet, his cell phone, they took his weapon, all that stuff would have, went with him. When he got released, they would have probably kept the weapon, but they would have given him back his wallet and cell phone. So he could have just said, I don't remember any numbers. Can you go in my phone and just pull up my attorney's number? Something. Like, that's so crazy. No, he just standing out there saying yes or correct. Y'all, this is something else, man. Oh, this is something else. So for all the candy asses, if you really want to know if Laura Loomer's lying or telling the truth, just do a foyer to the police department. Do a foyer. This dude is 6 feet. I didn't know he was that tall. And he listed that he was 180 pounds. George does not look like he's 180 pounds. Y'all, this is crazy. Oh my God. So, we have to do our due diligence over here. No reply if you beat me to it. If any of you beat me to it and you're able to get in a foyer for the police body cam and a copy of the police report, please let me know. But I will file for a request to the Nashville Police Department and see what they give me and go from there. And that's just because I want to make sure I do my due diligence too, because this is very serious. And what the hell he hit, who knows? They say his car was in a ditch and he had grass underneath that vehicle. This is crazy. But see, this is the stuff that Candace doesn't say anything about. Tries to brush it off. That's not a fender bender. Even if it's a single vehicle crash, he hit something hard enough to total out his truck. And it would be crazy if he hit a ditch and that tore up his vehicle. He was missing a tire, for God's sake. He was missing a tire. Oh my God. I'm wondering if we can get that tow information off the vehicle. Because like I said, I want to make sure I'm dotting my I's and crossing my T's. Got your ass Productions. Let me go back to X right quick and get save a copy of that picture for the vehicle. Let's see if we can zoom in and see the actual tow information. Hold on. Save it, because that's the only way I can really zoom in. Hold on a second. Okay, let's see here. Maybe we can zoom in and see something about the tow information. I don't know. It's worth the shot. It's worth the shot. Just to kind of vet this. But this is something else. We all knew about this, but man, to see these photos like this is crazy. Yeah, I won't be able to make that out because it's blurry. Zoomed in is really blurry. Oh boy. Candace, this is crazy. I cannot believe you hiding this information from us. Girl, you got to tell George to take it to the house. He really could have got somebody hurt and killed. I can't see the total information at all. It's so grainy up there. But you do have his VIN. We do have a VIN number. Let's see. I want to see if I can pull up. Oh, here's the photo at the bottom. Y'all see that? These series of numbers at the bottom? This 000-375-67923- and then they have the date, September 13, 2023. IAA Inc. Yeah, so this would be there at the toe. I believe this is this is their photos they took. Correct me if I'm wrong. when you go to the toll company takes photos, correct? Because they have to do kind of like a run over to make sure you can't accuse them of doing any damage to it. Don't they take their own set of photos at the tow company? Is that a yes, Juju, to my question? Let me see. That I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with, the process with a tow company. My baby boy is 6 feet tall, 130 pounds. I know he said he's 180. Yeah, it's best to be cautious. We will 48 and for ourselves. Yeah, we will. Because I want to always be able to fact check. Let's see here. What's going on, Rosetta? You all right? He has a pick is definitely him, so he has a mugshot. Okay. I believe the police do as well. So when you get the police definitely does photos. They also are wearing the body cam. So that's secondary evidence they have. But the tow company will do photos when it gets to the tow yard, correct? Once they put the tow information on it. I say yes to seeing the numbers. Okay, cool. Yeah, y'all see the numbers at the bottom. I believe this could be the numbers and the date that the tow company took. Maybe it's the insurance company that did these photos, because they would have had to do an assessment, to determine the damage to rule it as a total crash. So that they can process this, because that would have gone directly to his insurance. A single vehicle crash, his insurance would have had to pay for whatever damage is done to it. More than likely, they probably have, an option where you can get in your policy, if anything happens, the insurance company can help give you a payout to go towards the purchase of a new vehicle. This was a 2024 Dodge Ram or Chevy Ram, whatever this Ram truck is. This was a 2024. So it was brand new. He had not even had it long. This happened in 23. So he had bought a brand new 2024 truck. And the photo was taken on September 13, 2023. I don't know what IAA Inc. is, but that's what's here at the bottom. After these series of numbers and stuff, y'all see that information. This is crazy. And you see the grass and shit. So clearly he went to a field somewhere in the grass. He did all this damage in a ditch. Whole front driver tire missing. That thing was on a rim on the wheel. This is crazy. Oh my God. It doesn't like he may have a bad liver, probably. Exactly. He was not a citizen here. And I think the police just put that in because he wasn't answering their questions. He kept saying yes and correct. At the conference comes to file a report. I was pissed. Oh, I'm sorry, Rosetta. I'm still thinking about comparing him to Tyler Robinson. Exactly. She said that they're lookalikes. George is one of them. He must have lied his head off for all that misinformation to be on that form. Yeah. Or he just didn't say anything at all, and then he just kind of populated whatever they could, or they left it blank. Because you don't have your social, it's not on your driver's license. Now, why they didn't put his driver's license number, I don't know. Because that's on the DL. But your social is not on there. So it makes sense for that to be blank, especially if he's not answering their questions. The only thing he's saying is yes and correct. I don't know at what point they got, Savannah's phone number if he's not telling them anything. But see, that's where that body cam footage comes in. The police body cam, that's where that comes in, because he had to have said something for him to give her give them Savannah's phone number. That's crazy. He was drunk. Will insurance still pay that? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. They consider this to be a total loss. I have no idea. She said they had to pay $6,900 some dollars. Who knows? Maybe they didn't. I wouldn't. If I were the insurance company, nope, we're denying this. You drunk, you got arrested, you hit a ditch, you're an idiot, and you're rich. So no, we ain't paying for nothing. Personally, I wouldn't pay it. If I were the insurance company, I would not blame them at all for denying that damn claim. I'm just gonna lean on the fence of saying no, they didn't pay it. Candace went out her way to say how much she had to pay. I don't know why she sees that as a badge of honor. I'm sure their insurance rates are gonna go up. Or it went up. Ooh, child. I think it said 2024, right? Hold on. Let me see. Let's go back. Let me see. You could be right. Maybe I saw. I'm trying to find the information about the vehicle. Oh, it was a 2021. You're absolutely right. My apologies. The year of the vehicle is a 2021, not 2024. I'm looking at the year on the license number. On the license. So his tag had to reflect 2024. Natural. Yep. So he had already by this point had his tag renewed. And that it says license number, state year. Okay. But the year of the vehicle, because it's box number 44, it just has year. So that threw me off. My apologies. So it's a 2021 Ram truck, Ram 1500 model, pickup black, VIN number 1C is in cat, 6 S is in Sam, R is in race, F is in Frank, U is in umbrella, 98, M is in Michael, N is in Nancy, 702626. So that VIN number can be used to pull his Carfax report. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it. Let's look that up. Oh man, this is something else. Carfax. She said she pulled the Carfax report. Free VN check. Let's see. Check a VN. All right, let me put in this VIN number right quick, and then we'll go to this Carfax website. Hold on a second. What the heck? All right. 1C6SR. C6SR. Bear with me 1 second, y'all. I'm putting in this VIN number. 1C6SRFU98. And MN70 and 2626. Okay. Candace, Laura Aluminum started some stuff on you, girl. Ooh, child. All right. Is it going to give me anything? Oh, it's charging me for this. You can't make this up. I'm not buying a damn thing. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's charging me for this. It does say we found 16 history records on this vehicle. 2021 Ram 1500 TRX. But it's trying to charge me. I'm not paying for that. Child boo. Who knew? I thought you'd be able to look at this stuff for free. They some clowns. They trying to play people. Nah, I ain't paying for that, y'all. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not paying for that. Hell no. All right, y'all come across something free, let me know. I'm not paying for that. All All right, let's go back to X and watch a couple videos on here with. Oh man, Ami, Cinema Shogun, Ami again. Oh man. Okay, let's go back to that. Go back to X. Oh, this is something else. George, you done screwed up. You're going to have people doing FOIA requests all over the place. Tennessee Police Department about to get busy as hell. Let's start. We're just going to work our way down. Start with the top. Y'all, this is Ami.
All right.
Okay, let's get to it. If you all can see and hear it, hit the 4. Let's go. Let's get some laughing in. How much was it? The cheapest one was like $39.99. Like, why don't they have a free option? I thought it says check your VN free. The cheapest one was like $39.99. I was like, oh no. The devil is a liar. Oh my God. I didn't even know it was that expensive. Yeah, if you go on Carfax, I don't know. Then you go over here and make sure you guys can see the you want to go on Carfax to see the VIN number again. So y'all can pull it up if you like. Okay. There's a VIN number right there. 1C is in cat 6SRFU98MN702626. In case any of you all want to look up that Carfax report, that's the VIN number. It does come up as 2021 Ram 1500 TRX. That's what it comes up as. And then underneath it, it prompts you to choose a report you want to buy, with the cheapest being around $40. And it tells you what all comes with it, and then has you put in all your credit card information. I'm not doing that. Nope. I would not be buying it. Carfax is $40, child. That is way too much money. Laura Loomer, she got enough reason to do it, man. Laura, like, oh no, you said all the stuff about me and my husband. Oh, child, I'm paying for this. Now she can pay for it. I'm not paying for it. Candace, I'm not paying for no damn Carfax report, especially for a vehicle that was totaled. I'm not doing that. We'll let Laura Loomer do that. I ain't doing it. I don't even want y'all to give me money for that, child. That's a waste of money. Hell no. I'd rather have the FOIA request with the police body cam and the police report and whatever other evidence they can send over to, to supplement for that. I would rather get that, but not, if I have to spend money on anything, it would be for the police report and body cam, not for no Carfax report. Oh man, y'all, we got But there it is for those who do want to try to give it a go. Give it a go. I will not stop it. All right, let's go back. I want to check out these videos right quick before we close out, because I do want to get in Umar. Oh God. Let's see. We're starting at the top.
Good to be back. Thank you so much for the.
So if you guys can hear, hit the phone. Let's get to it.
All right, you guys, it's good to be back. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Super excited to get into this week's episode. We're going to be discussing a whole range of issues. Of course, discussing the latest from Erica Kirk. Erica putting out there these lies, claiming that I said that she murdered her husband, claiming that I said that. I never said that. I said very clearly, and it was very obvious that I said she was behind the murder of her husband, that she was behind that murder and should go to jail, and that everyone at Turning Point betrayed Charlie. I said that. But anyway, she's now attempting to call me out on my behavior, on my conduct, Seems now that she's coming out to condemn me, okay? What she doesn't know is that I had a dream last night. I had a dream that reveals everything. And I will tell you all about it in today's episode. Stay tuned, you guys. All right, you guys, it's good to be back. It's good to
tell you all about it in today's episode. Oh, man. All right, let's check out Cinema Shogun.
The Cole Thomas Allen White House.
Hold on. Y'all, Cinema Shogun. He doesn't oftentimes do videos. Let's get to it. Shout out to you, X-Files. Thank you so much, honey. We're almost done. We got a Fax Me video. He did a full live. We weren't going to check out the whole thing, but we'll get to it tomorrow. Because like I said, I do want to get to this second live with the Oompa Loompa and his dumb ass. So let's get this one in. And then I think there was another one with Ami. Hit the 4 if you can hit.
Today on the show, I announced my shocking new investigation into the Cole Thomas Allen White House Correspondents' Dinner attack. I don't believe the official narrative at all. I'm revealing that Candace Owens and George Farmer fled the country right before the shooting, and I'm saying it's possible they could be involved. I'm launching an 8-month probe built entirely on accusations framed as questions and using my dreams for evidence. The story I'm telling is shocking. Join me below. Today on the show, I announced my shocking new investigation into the Cole Thomas Allen White House Correspondents' Dinner attack. I don't believe.
Oh, man, we don't believe Candace didn't have anything to do with it. Let's go. Candace, you got a comment, girl. Laura Loomer is on your ass. Hold on, what's this? Oh, no. Is this copyrighted? Y'all, we're getting close, you guys. Flash forward to Candace in 2090. Candace. Oh, 2090. It's still gonna be talking about we getting close. They're not answering our questions. Child boo, kick rocks. Y'all, I don't want to take a chance on this being copyrighted. Oh man. Oh, this photo is epic. Oh, that's epic. That's epic. Y'all, that's epic. Epic. Candace, this pretty much sums up your life. The highlight of it with you obsessing over someone you couldn't have to yourself. You can't make this up. Can you tell us why Savannah would be cool with George giving her phone number to the police, but not your damn attorney? They have what? At least 2 or 3 still. Oh, man, this is something else. All right, y'all. That's all we got for this one. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It's almost 3 hours. I know it's copyrighted. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, if anything, they'll just have me silence out that music. Oh, Jesus. YouTube is ridiculous. They don't want you to play nothing. So that's all we got for this one. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. If you can join me in the next live on Umar the Oompa Loompa, please do. If not, I will see you all in the next Candace Marathon. Until then, Lady Luck Club out. Deuces.